शुरू करते हैं। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 हरे कृष्ण। सो हम फिर से स्क्रीन में शेयर कर रहा हूँ और आपको अब दिखाई देगा अच्छे से। मिनट। ओके।
वासुदेवाय।
ओके। सो पिछले हफ्ते हमने पढ़ा था। वी ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड लास्ट वीक दैट how does people get attached to things, or how does people develop bad habits in their day-to-day life. Krishna explains in this chapter 2, text number 62 to 63. So he explains 62. We'll recap a little bit. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसा संगायस्ते उपजायते संज्ञा संगायते काम काम क्रोधो अभिजायते. Right. So last week we discussed this one, and then we discussed um, 63. We discussed क्रोधा व भवति सम्मोह सम्मोह स्मृति विभ्रम स्मृति भ्रंशाद बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात प्रणश्यति. That from anger complete delusion arise, and from delusion bewilderment of memory, and when memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost, and when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into material pole. And then Krishna says, Ragadves bimuktastu visayan indriyascharan atma vashasher vidheyatma prasadam adhigachati. But a person free from all attachment and aversion, unable to control his senses through regulative principle of freedom, can obtain the complete mercy of Krishna. So we discussed last week, how can you regulate your both attachment and aversion, and then you can live peacefully in this life, and then also improve your next life. So we discussed a lot of example of, army personnel, traffic light, driving on a highway, how you have to, and almost every sphere of life we have to be under regulation. Whether you are just breathing, you have to breathe nicely, or you're eating, you have to eat a certain amount. If you overeat it or undereat it, it can lead to problem. So attachment, or even attachment is, we know that, okay, I don't have to do this, but aversion, like something you hate doing it, just because you don't like it or you hate it, you have to avoid that kind of attachment also, the negative part of it, so that you can focus on bigger than, small problems in life. So then last week we discussed is प्रसादे सर्वदुःखानां हनेर असोपसर्जायते प्रसन्न चेतसो है अशु बुद्धि प्रय वसिस्थिते. For the one who thus satisfied is in Krishna consciousness, the threefold miseries of material existence exist no longer. In such satisfied consciousness, one's intelligence is soon well established. So Krishna is giving formula, how can you fix your intelligence and avoid the threefold of miseries, right? So now we will go purport 66 today and finish till 60 till 72. Sorry. Okay, so 66. I will start here. Nasti buddhir ayuktasya
नास्ति बुद्धिर्युक्तस्य
न च युक्तस्य भावना
न च युक्तस्य भावना
Na cha bhavata santir
Nacha
Nacha
bhavayata
bhavayatu
shanti.
shanti.
asanta skuta
Yatutava
sukham.
sukham. Santaya
Shantasya
kuta
kuta
sukham.
sukam.
So, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Aishi Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. One who is not connected with Supreme in Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady
Very well.
mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace? Right? Purport. Unless one is in Krishna consciousness, there is no possibility of peace. So it is confirmed in the 5th chapter, 5.29, that one who understands that Krishna is the only enjoyer of all good result of sacrifice and penance, and that he is the proprietor of all universal manifestation, and that he is the real friend of all living entities, and then only can one have real peace. Therefore, if one is not in Krishna consciousness, there cannot be any final goal for the mind. Disturbance is due to want of an ultimate goal. प्रिया ये बोल बाहर लो इनको और नीचे से वो लगा देना था आवाज बहुत आ रहा है Disturbance is due to want of an ultimate goal, and when one is certain that Krishna is enjoyer, proprietor, friend, and of everyone and everything, then can, with a steady mind, bring about peace. Therefore, one who is engaged without a relationship with Krishna is certainly always in distress and is without peace. However much he may make a show of peace and spiritual advancement in life. Krishna consciousness is a self-manifested peaceful condition which can be achieved only in relationship with Krishna. So anybody remembers this sloka 5.29? Very famous sloka. 5.29. If you have, you read it. Very famous, sorry. Oktaram yagya tapasam sarvaloka maheshana tuhirtim sarvabhutanam. This
A
is called
person in
peace.
full consciousness of me, knowing me
Yes.
to be the ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifices and austerities, the supreme lord of all planets and demigods, and the benefactor of well-wisher of all living entities, attain peace from the pangs of material miseries.
Thank you, Mataji, Kamini Mataji. Yes, this is called peace formula. Prabhupada says this is peace formula. In purport, he will say, Bhoktaram yagya tapasam. So we do a lot of yajna. We believe in a lot of rituals. But who is the who is the enjoyer? Krishna. Bhoktaram yagya tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram. We think about, okay, I'm living in this world. This is one planet. The world is big. Universe is pretty big. Sarvaloka. And Krishna says Sarvaloka. All the universes. Doesn't matter whether material universe, spiritual universe, which universe. So in every universe there is Brahma, there is Shiva, there is Vishnu. And Vishnu is direct representative, partial representation of Krishna. And Mayavadis also say that every body, everyone, like your body, my body, every animal, every living entity's body is a universe. Right? So there also, Krishna is sitting as Super Soul. Bhoktaram Yagyatapsam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. I am the Supreme Lord of all the universal manifestation. And then, not only that, when the person becomes pretty big, then not everybody can have friendship. Like, for example, your friend becomes Prime Minister. Then he or she may not have a relationship with you. Because then they become so big that you cannot reach out. You need appointment. You have to go through so much so to even just talk once. But when the person was very small in life, then you could talk in any time, chat or talk. So then Krishna says, Suhridam Sarvabhutanam. Oh, he's saying, oh, I'm the bell-wisher friend of everyone. How come? I mean, we cannot maintain our own friendship with 5 people. And he's saying that I am friend of everyone. Right? So this is God. This is Krishna. He can be the biggest of the biggest, at the same time, smallest of the smallest. He can do everything. And for us, it is very hard to digest many times. Like, how can a God become friend of everyone? Friend means you can talk to him because he's a super soul in your heart. He's maintaining us. He's providing all earth, air, water, fire, ether, everything, sunlight, water, supply, air, sitting in our body, providing energy to soul by which we are maintaining this body, our consciousness, right? So that if we know that, then there is peace. Now the question is, Prabhupada is describing here, and let's touch that part. Why there is disturbance in life? Even person who is the bell of, they have everything. They have money, they have beauty, they have power, they're like, think of Ambani, Nita Ambani or Mukesh Ambani. What they lack actually in life? But they are still disturbed. You will never find them peacefully sitting and chanting Hare Krishna in a corner of the temple. They cannot sit like relaxed. They need 50 bodyguards like with the guns and protecting them around. And they cannot live a public life. They cannot go to a street and eat pani puri, okay? Because they fear that they may die, right? Like you, they cannot go to even take chai, or people who take drink on the side of the street. They cannot go to market for shopping. They cannot go to local places, they can't enjoy anything. Everything comes in package, tested by 10 people, and then they will get to eat few. And they have so much disease that they cannot eat that also. Like 1 chapati, 2 chapati, maybe some boiled sabji or something, that's it. Like that's their food. So why their disturbance? And even if they're good, if they can do everything, but still person is disturbed. Even Mahatma Gandhi, you think of Mahatma Gandhi was very renounced person, right? He was such a nice person, very renounced. He was Mahatma. He called Mahatma. Name was Mahatma Gandhi. He don't wanted anything in life, but he was disturbed always, like not happy. He was not. He himself revealed, "I'm not happy." Why? Why people not happy despite having everything in life?
They're not satisfied with what they have.
That's what, like, why they're not satisfied with that.
They're not Krishna conscious.
Yeah, that is final. But if we go back a little bit back, like, so everybody is trying to achieve their goals, right? Everybody has a goal.
Their
Goal
goal
in
is money only. Earning money.
yeah, they earn money. And you can say that, oh, you set your goal 1 crores, and you already earned 1 crore. So Prabhuji, Mataji, can you stop it now?
No,
They'll
still
say
they are
no.
not happy with that. They still want to earn more.
They want more. So which means then their goal was not clear. They suppose some person decides a goal to earn 100 crores in life. Suppose, okay, let's say example, Kamni Mataji. Okay. Kamni Mataji, when she was 20-year-old, her desire was to earn 100 crores in her life and have house, have kids, have happy life, retire, and then live nice life. Now when she turns 50, she earned 100 crores. Okay. She got it. Krishna, provide everything. Okay, fine. Now by this 30 year, the person has changed so much that now they'll say, oh, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 100 crore was different. Now it should be 1,000 crore because the price had changed. So much so justification, right? Now everything changed. Now I don't know how much I will need for my health care. Who will support me? Maximum is better. Who knows how much? Nowadays, if you go to hospital, you have to pay lakhs of rupees for small. So if we change our ideas or goals, then my goal was not clear at all. Why? Because the goal was temporary. So my everything what I decide was temporary, right? So our goal is not clear. And when the goal is not clear, then you are disturbed. For example, suppose Nagarani Mataji want to go to, she's in Hyderabad. She wants to go to Delhi. Okay. Now, if she knows that I want to go to Delhi, then it's good. But in Delhi, where? There are so many places in Delhi, right? And what she will do in Delhi? So just knowing that, okay, I want to do this is not enough. You have to be specific. Where? What? And then next question, how you want to go to Delhi? When you want to go to Delhi? How long you're going to stay in Delhi?
Everything should be done with planning.
And
Prabhuji, you are not
planning,
audible. Yeah.
not only planning, but it has to be what is the outcome, what I'm trying
Yes.
to get to go Delhi and do it, because
Yes.
otherwise
We should
everything
know
will
the
be
final result.
exactly everything will be chaos. Like suppose she lands in Delhi airport and now she don't know where to go, and now decide where I'm going. Now once she reach there, why I'm here, what I'm gonna do here, right? Oh, I'm gonna do this now. So the thing is, if she don't have clarity, then it will be very hard, and then her mind will be disturbed always, like no peace, right? This is same thing happening in our life. We don't have a clear goal in mind. What exactly I want in my life, long term. What is that thing? And most of us, before coming to Krishna consciousness, we really don't know. And if you ask your friends, like neighbors, friends, relatives, and you ask them what do you want in life, they don't know. They will say, okay, I want money. Okay, you want car. Oh, you'll get it. You want kids, babies, or all whatever. You'll get it. Everybody gets it. You'll get it. And once they get it, then also, oh, I want more. Okay, I want this, then this person, that. And because of that, they are so much disturbed. Right? So this is going on. And because they don't know this formula. You're saying Krishna, it's saying Prabhupada, disturbance is due to want of an ultimate goal. When one is certain that Krishna is enjoyer, proprietor, and friend of everyone and everyone, then can with a steady mind. This is the steady mind. When you have a clear goal, your mind becomes peaceful. Then it knows, okay, let's think about this goal, not think about 10 goals at a time, right? So this is formula. So therefore, always, whatever you are doing in your material life, spiritual life, ask this question, why you are doing this? And suppose, for example, I mean, nothing to say in particular, but some people do a lot of nowadays, free or paid certification courses or so many things out online, right? People enroll and do something, spend hours, and then if you ask them why you are doing all this, they don't know. They just do it, because I'm free. That cannot be reason for doing things, right? Like we spend so much time on social media, and if you ask them why you spend so much time, I don't know. I just don't have anything to do. So as simple, every action we should be asking why I'm doing it. What is the purpose? Then you become thoughtful. You become thoughtful of everything, right? And then you channelize your energy on right direction, right? So And the only way to know this peace formula from this sloka. Nasti buddhira yuktasya na cha yuktasya bhavana na cha payavata santi santasya kuta sukham. So without peace of mind, you cannot have any happiness. Last thing somebody can say to you, a materialist and a demon or theist. No, when I go to the bar, my mind is very disturbed. Then I take a whiskey, and moment I drink it, my mind is peaceful. They will say, "Oh, you have a different formula. I have a different formula." When I drink wine, I feel happiness. When I have a sex with a prostitute, I feel happiness. I pay money. I do that. It is not something utopian. I'm saying it is very common in cities, especially very common. Even I know married people when their their wife get old, little bit old, maybe 1-2 kids. These men go to prostitute every week, pay money, spend time, hours, and come back. Very common in Pune and Mumbai, I'm telling you. Very common. Especially IT and all these people stressed out, like because both are working, husband, wife is busy with kids, then especially I know guys, so I know they do it. It's so sad, right? So they can say to you, "Oh, I feel happiness in that. And that's my peace." But then you can say, "Okay, that is short-term peace, yes. But what happened next morning? What happens if somebody comes to know what you're doing, sir? What happens?" Can you talk this publicly? They will know. No, they keep it secret. I don't want to. After drinking, they will have 5 fragrance in mouth and something to get out those fragrance before they reach home so that nobody can sense it. A lot of varieties of chewing gums and all to just ensure that nobody can sense it. But ultimately, it will kill you. It's like slow suicide. All this is gonna kill you. So, anyways, let's go to the next is sloka 67. Who wants to read?
Can I read?
Yes, Mansi.
Can I read?
Yes. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Can I read, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Indriyanam hi charatam yanmono vidiyete te tadasya harati pragyam vayur navami vibhisi. As a strong wind sweeps away a boat on the water, even one of the roaming senses on which the mind focuses can carry away a man's intelligence. Purpose. Unless all of the senses are engaged in the service of the Lord, even one of them engaged in the senses of gratification can deviate the devotee from the path of transcendental advancement, as mentioned in the life of Maharaja Amrasya. All of the senses must be engaged in Krishna consciousness, for that is the correct technique of controlling the mind. Tasmadatsya mahabaho nigruhitani sarvashah indriyanindriyarthe vastasya pragya pratisthati. Therefore, O mighty arm, one whose senses are restrained from their objects is certainly of steady intelligence. One can curb the forces of senses gratification only by means of Krishna consciousness or engaging all the senses in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. As enemies are curbed by superior force, the senses can similarly be curbed not by any human endeavor, but only by keeping them engaged in the service of Lord. One who has understood this, that only by Krishna consciousness is one really established in the intelligence, and that one should practice this art under The guidance of bona fide spiritual master is called sadhaka, or a suitable candidate of the liberation.
Mataji, you can stop here and we'll discuss. Thank you. Okay. So 67. Indriyanam hi charatam yanmano anuvidiyate tadasya haratim pragya vayuri navam imam vashi. So this is a question. And maybe just to reveal my own experience. I used to think that we have 5 senses, right? You have eyes, mouth,
Nose.
tongue,
Tongue.
and skin, ear, nose. 5 senses. And all these 5 senses have a thread, common thread. What is that common thread which binds all 5 senses? You know that? What is that common thread? No? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me use the marker. I know all of you know it. Okay, let me tell this. Okay. So you have 5 senses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, which is the one factor binds all 5? Called mind. 6th sense. Right? 6th sense. Your mind. The mind, how does it work? Let me show this graphically for you. So if you have something like a thread, and this mind is your thread, and on this mind is connected to all of your 5 senses. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the common thing connects his mind. So what happens when we do any activity? Suppose you are cooking, okay? Or suppose if you are eating, you have a plate, like a bowl I have in front of me, like a bowl. So first thing what I have to do, when I have a bowl in front of me, my eyes has to see it, right? Like see the bowl, what is in it? What is there to eat, right? So my eyes will see it. It will tell the mind, okay, there is something to eat. Now, the mind will ask, earlier also, if you have some experience of eating same thing, the mind will remind, oh yeah, it is nice thing. I have done this. If it is not something you know, I don't know what is this. I'm not going to eat this, right? But if you favorite this, the mind will say, okay, go ahead. Order the hand, touch sensation, the hand. The hand will go, pick up the fork, get it, and then put in the mouth, right? The mouth, you're putting, there's another sense. You put tongue, right? Tongue, take it. Chew it, give you a taste. Oh, it is the good taste to eat or not, right? Now, at the same time, you are smelling also. When you're looking, you can smell also with the nose, right? So you're engaging your eyes, nose, mouth, skin, maybe ears, you're listening music. What happens? Sometime you may have observed when somebody is watching television, so their eyes is looking at television and ear is hearing the television. You give them a plate, they won't even look at it. They will just take it and just put it in mouth, right? Because their senses, one of the sense, which is eyes, is busy watching phone or TV. right? Because of that, just because they are not focusing all five senses in one direction, the mind is somewhere else, because the mind is in television. Mind is not there with their hand or with their mouth, with their eyes. No. The mind is engaged in listening, they don't look at the food. And because of just one senses, I used to think, okay, I do Krishna consciousness and I chant Hare Krishna with my mouth. I hear, okay, then what is wrong? What is wrong? I'm doing it. My eyes are engaged, my tongue my tongue is engaged, my ears are engaged, but my eyes, my skin, my nose is free. So what happens? It drags you away. So here Krishna is saying even one of the senses, one of the five, and especially even if five are engaged and if your mind is not fixed, okay, if this mind, the common thread, the yellow color now I'm drawing, connecting all the senses, even if you are serving full time in temple, you are 100% engaged in doing all the bhakti. You're doing puja, arti, you're doing chanting, you're cooking for the deities, you're offering prasadam, you're doing everything. Like in temple, full-time devotees in temple, they do everything. But if their mind is not there, the mind is somewhere else. The mind is to earn money. Mind is somewhere else. Or during these five thing bhakti, they're trying to get something else. They want more, something else. What happens? They will be falling down. One day they will find then that person was theft something, run away. Though you saw very nice bhakta, every day coming Mangalarti, chanting Hare Krishna, dancing, feasting, prasadam, very nice, dressed nicely. But suddenly this person stole 10,000, 20,000 rupees and ran away from temple. Why? Because the mind was not there. Okay. So be careful that whatever you do, even if you're listening Bhagavad Gita right now, studying, and if you are engaging even one of the senses somewhere else, even one of it, that's why I say people to switch on the camera, because if you're doing something else, even with one of the senses, maybe just eyes, you're looking somewhere else, listening here, or you are using your hand somewhere else, you will not able to focus 100% on here because it's impossible. It's impossible, right? And you will not get benefit out of this whole thing because the mind is giving excuse. Okay, don't look at it. Let it be. How does it matter? Okay, that's a cheating. My mind is cheating you. So it will cheat, right? So therefore, we should be careful. Watch out. In a one senses, Krishna is saying, be careful. Prabhuji, Mataji, that's what Krishna is telling us that even one of the senses will swept away all of your life. She's saying, as a strong wind swept away a boat in water, even one of the roaming senses on which mind focuses. So it's important. The mind is focused wherever, that's what you will get out of activity what you do. You'll carry away your intelligence. It's not just saying you, it's your intelligence. When your intelligence is gone, then you are gone. Because that's where peace is gone, right? Okay. So we'll go to the next sloka. The next sloka, Krishna is saying, sorry. In this sloka, 68, Krishna is saying, restraining the senses. Okay. So then when we say, don't eat meat, okay, don't drink wine, don't do intoxication, don't watch unnecessary movies, don't do gambling, because gambling is about money, a lot of trading, excessive trading, excessive desires, excessive, everything. When you come to Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada has established these rules of niyamas. Don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And people say, why you are all guys, is ISKCON, devotees ask, don't do this, don't eat onion, garlic, don't eat anything which is not offered to Krishna. Now it's clear here. Why? Because even if one of your senses is you're leaving it free to go whatever you want to do it, the mind will focus there. Because mind is very stubborn. Mind wants to do what you don't want to do. This is our enemy right now. Our mind is our enemy right now. Because we try so hard to do good things and you always run away doing something nonsense which I don't want to do. Right? So, for example, so when devotee come to Krishna consciousness, they will do everything. But then you ask them, Prabhuji, Mataji, eat only Krishna prasadam. They will say, how it is possible? I already gave up everything. I'm not eating meat. I'm not eating eggs. I'm not eating drinking, not doing any of those. Now you're asking, don't eat in restaurant? It is logical? What? But if you keep on doing it, what happens? Your tongue is not under control, right? Because then why we say don't eat anything which is not Krishna prasadam? Because then you can control your tongue. Sevan mukha jivado. The bhakti start with tongue. You know why? The spiritual life start with tongue. And if you can control your tongue, you can control your belly. If you can control your belly, you can control your genitals, the sexual desires. This is the formula. It's like one axis, your tongue. So controlling the tongue means two things, Prabhupada says. Controlling the tongue first is eating. Okay, how much you eat. And then what you speak, right? How you can control? You start chanting Hare Krishna, you're controlling your speech. Your speech. At least 1 hour in a day, you will not talk nonsense. That Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. There is nothing nonsense can come in that. So 1 hour a day, okay. And then you eat only prasadam. So you're controlling your eating. If you can regulate your eating, your health will be nice. Your belly will be under control, right? When your health is nice, your belly under control, you can control your all desires and senses, mind, and especially sexual desires, right? So this is a formula that we should not allow any senses to roam. So now from here on, you try to investigate in your life where my senses are engaged and how much time they're spending, and especially what my mind likes too much. And is that thing is good for me, right? Whatever my mind likes, is that good for me long term? Good means you have to see what is the goal, right? Because good and bad is different based on goal. So you should first fix the goal and then fix everything around it, right? So it's very thoughtful, thought-provoking sloka, right? And we should try to spend time after reading these and sit down with note down your ideas, sitting down, and then understanding what's going on in myself, right? Okay, 69. And it's a small slokas. We'll finish today. So let's read 2, 3. Now this is a switching. Krishna is switching gears now, changing a little bit. So from 69, who wants to read?
Shall I, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagarti samyami yasyam jagarti bhutani sa nisa pasyato mune. What is the night for all beings is the time of awakening for the self-controlled, and the time of awakening for all beings is night for the introspective sage purpose. There are two classes of intelligent one. One is intelligent in material activities for sense gratification, and the other is introspective and awake to the cultivation of self-realization. Activities of the introspective sage are thoughtful man are night for persons materially observed. Materialistic persons remain asleep such a night due to their ignorance of self-realization. The introspective sage remains alert in the night of the materialistic man. The sage feels transcendental pleasure in the gradual advancement of spiritual culture, whereas the man in materialistic activities, being asleep to self-realization, dreams of varieties of sense pleasure, feeling sometimes happy and sometimes distressed in this sleeping condition. The introspective man is always indifferent to materialistic happiness and distress. He goes on with himself realization activities undisturbed by material reactions. Shall I continue, Prabhuji? अपूर्वमणमाचल प्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमाप प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वेषा शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामाकामी. A person who is not disturbed by the incessant flow of desires that enter like rivers into the ocean, which is ever being filled but it is always still, can alone achieve peace, and not the man who strives to satisfy such desires. But although the vast ocean is always filled with water, it is always, especially during the rainy season, being filled with much more water. But the ocean remains the same, steady. It is not agitated, nor does it cross beyond the limit of its brink. That is also true of a person fixed in Krishna consciousness. As long as one has the material body, the demands of the body for sense gratification will continue. The devotee, however, is not disturbed by such desires because of his fullness. A Krishna conscious man is not in need of anything because the Lord fulfills all his material necessities. Therefore, he is like the ocean, always full in himself. Desires may come to him like the waters of the rivers that flow into the ocean, but he is steady in his activities, and he is not even slightly disturbed by desires for sense gratification. That is the proof of a Krishna conscious man, one who has lost all inclinations for material sense gratification, although the desires are present, because he remains satisfied in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. He can remain steady like the ocean and therefore enjoy full peace. Others, however, who want to fulfill desires even up to the limit of liberation, what to speak of material success, never attain peace. The fruitive workers, the salvationists, and also the yogis who are after mystic powers are all unhappy because of unfulfilled desires. But the person in Krishna consciousness is happy in the service of the Lord, and he has no desires to be fulfilled. In fact, he does not even desire liberation from the so-called material bondage. The devotees of Krishna have no material desires, and therefore they are in perfect peace. Prabhuji, shall I continue?
Prabhuji, you are not audible.
You're muted, I think. Prabhuji, can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Yes.
Now
Yes,
clear.
I was muted on a mic. So this is sloka 69. I said, Mataji, we'll discuss a little bit and then we'll continue and finish.
Yeah,
this
69
chapter.
and 70 I have completed, Prabhuji.
Yes, yes. I was here. I was just watching.
Yeah. Okay.
So this thing of what is all night for all being is time of awakening for sense control, self-control, and the time of awakening for all being is night for introspective sage. It's very instructive. So even you know it. Like, I'm not going to take much time. It's a lot to discuss here, but next chapters are coming in a lot of in detail. Early morning, who gets up nowadays? Early morning, who gets up? Now, not asking you, but in general public, like who gets up early morning?
I usually get up early morning, 4:30.
Why you get up early morning 4:30?
Yeah, to do puja. It's Kartika Masa is going on. So from 1 month, I'm getting up at 4:30 and I'm completing puja by 6:30.
Yeah, so you have a goal to do puja.
Yeah.
Now, other people also, a lot of people get up early morning because they want to do some spiritual activity. Maybe they just want to do yoga, meditation. They want to do early morning yoga. But who sleeps at 2? Now, new
Almost
generation,
all whoever are using phones, social media.
and you'd be amazed, even some people sleep at by 4. They awake whole night. And what they do? Gaming. They're gaming the whole night, sitting on, doing nonsense, watching so many things, creating so much nonsense like outside, and sitting in a room. So the night is meant for bad activities. That's why it's night. All the theory, all the nonsense, the drugs, the wine, the pubs and bars and prostitution, it happens in night, right? Midnight especially. Most of most of these places open by 11 in the night and they close by 4. You know that? They close by 4.
But Prabhuji, sometimes stress is the main reason.
Sorry?
Sometimes stress is the main reason to wake up all night.
No, but why there is stress, right?
Prabhuji went to
how
Las
many people?
Vegas. Whole night they are playing. Whole night. Whole day. All are playing.
I'm
there
telling
only.
you, in India also, you go to Mumbai, those areas
Yes.
where there is.
But Las Vegas were full of that only.
Yes.
Complete strip.
Here it is
Complete
in
strip was like
mass. Here it is like a full demonstration.
that.
But I'm talking where you are right now. If you go to those areas, they open shop by night 10 and close by 2, 3. That's their business hour.
That bars, all bar are like
Bars
that.
or drugs, prostitution, gambling, all the all the meetings happen. All mafias meeting in night, 2 in the night. Okay.
Yeah, all are related to Tamasa.
Tamasa, all tamasic activities in night.
Yes.
And they close by Brahma Muhurta because they know they cannot do it. Somehow the influence of time, very powerful. And Krishna says, time I am. I facilitate everyone. I love people who do ignorance, tamasa. Because he says, Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. I am the best, well-wishing friend of everyone. He doesn't say only bhaktas. He said everyone. Now he says everyone, which means then he had to provide for everyone, whether you are tamasic, rajasic, or sattvic. He will provide. He's providing. He's providing for everyone. Because he's a father. He don't care who is a good boy, who is a bad boy. But he loves who is a good boy. Like we have, suppose if you have 3 kids, if one of them is worse, you won't hate him. You just say, okay, let him do whatever he wants to do. I'll give him money. I'll give him facility. I don't want him to go beg on the street. I'm a rich person. I can provide. Right? So Krishna is how much, he's Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He's the owner of the whole cosmic manifestation. He can easily provide for anyone, even if you're a nonsense, even if you're a demon, even if you want to kill Krishna, he provides, right? Because he says, I am the Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam, I am the well-wishing friend. We may forget Krishna is not my friend, but the Krishna will never forget because he said, I am their friend. He doesn't say they are my friend. He says, I am their friend. So owner of friendship is on Krishna. So he's perfectly fulfilling. Whether we remember Krishna, doesn't remember, he provides everything. Because I'm telling you this because sometimes questions comes in your mind. Oh, some people don't do any bhakti. Still they are progressing in life, getting money, getting all facilities. They are happy and I'm doing Hare Krishna and so many problems in my life. What's going on here? Right?
Yes, Prabhuji, sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like,
Of the
yes,
times.
it's like kid. The bad kid is not following the father, mother, but is still getting everything. But eventually, you will see the good one, though maybe under regulation of parents always chastising him. Oh, you are not doing this right. You're not doing this right. please do this way, oh, this way. But both kids are getting same facility. One is getting chastised from father, mother, but other does not. Ultimately, who will be peaceful and happy? The one getting chastisement, because you are under care and love of your father, mother. But the other one who is roaming on the street with the money of the parents, eventually gonna suffer miserably, because when the money is over, then you are begging, or you are under drugs, or you commit suicide, you died on a train track. Who knows? Who knows what happened to you? And while living, you were miserable, like you were just ghastly. You're killing, you're stealing, you're borrowing, you're drug, you're on LSD, you're over. But the parents still love it. Okay, no problem. Even if you got accident, let me take you to hospital, get you relief. So this is Krishna. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Surdam Sarvabhutanam. So even if we just remember this, we will have a peace. We'll have a peace immediately. Then you don't care comparison. You don't care anything. You just do your job. And you remember that Krishna is saying that I will take care of everything. I am the well-wishing friend. Now, desires. Nowadays it's very famous that, and I also used to think when I was, young, I'm still young, but when I was like 20 and came in contact with Krishna consciousness, I used to think, why don't I should first satisfy all my desires? I want to get degree. I want to earn money. I want to get married. I want to earn money, have kids. These are desires. Let me satisfy, and then I will start my Krishna consciousness. Because these bhaktas always say don't have any desire. So if I join them and then I don't have desire, what I will do? What I'm going to do there? Right? And if I go with unfulfilled desire, then I will be creating disturbances. Because I'll go in temple and then look at some Mataji and thinking, oh, can I get married to this Mataji? Or I'm there doing seva and then I'm thinking, oh, can I get 1 BHK house? Right? Or can I get a car? Can I get a phone? Can I get small things? But that will remain, right? So I was thinking, maybe let me satisfy all my desires and then I should start bhakti. Then I will chant Hare Krishna. Because I have read that when you start chanting Hare Krishna, you will have problems. Your anarthas will come out. So many problems will come out. So let me avoid all that. Let me first enjoy. Isn't it? This is a basic reason people don't want to come to Krishna. Because they think, oh, I'm happy with Shiva. I'm happy with Madharani. I'm happy with Ganesha. Why you want to be put in to this situation like Kunti Maharani praying that, Krishna, give me more problem because you're not there when there is no problem. So please give me problem. Right? So here is the thing. I realized even after, now I'm 35, around 34, I'm realizing more and more that my desire is never getting filled. When I was getting 30,000 fellowship, 30,000 rupees per month. No, not even. I started with 16,000 rupees per month, 2012. Okay, that was my CSR fellowship for my PhD. And I was very happy. I was very happy. I was in Mumbai, Kharghar, I was paying rent, 5,000. And I was spending 2,000-3,000 on my food. And I was still saving 8,000-9,000 rupees. I was very happy. Whoa, I'm saving this much. 16,000 rupees. Okay. Now, slowly, that turned in 2 3 years, 30,000. Oh, I'm thinking I should get more. It's still not same level of satisfaction. Satisfaction never changed. It was like, okay, I'm good. Then I finished my PhD. I got a new job. I'm earning almost 1 lakh of rupees per month. And then I'm thinking, oh, this is not enough. Because then I'm looking at other one. Okay, now I should do this. How I will maintain my family. I need more money, right? And I got a phone. When I got my first phone, 5,000 rupees, I was very happy, right? But then later when I got a phone of 50,000, I still am thinking, no, I should have an iPhone. Why should I have this Android, And then I got iPhone. I'm thinking, oh, I should get a latest version of iPhone. Why I have this one? Okay. Now I got iPhone. I need an earpod. I need an iPad. I need a pencil. I have a small camera. I need a DSLR. It
Macro.
never get fulfilled. And then this sloka makes sense. A person who is not disturbed by incessant flow of desire that enters in river like an ocean, which is ever being filled with, but is always still. Switch this, turn this sloka around. Our ocean of desires are so big. I'll draw it. Give me a moment. And suppose this is my ocean of desire. Okay, everybody has in our heart the desires. Now, if and the rivers which flow in this ocean of desire is our desires. Individual desires are like rivers. How much rain happens, how much you supply, this ocean is never gonna be saying yes, good enough, because it's an ocean, right? So what I have to do, I don't have to increase number of rivers supply in ocean thinking that one day ocean will overflow and say it's enough, you can stop it now, flow. No, ocean will never say. It is so big that it will say, okay, you can right now 100 rivers, you can bring million river, I am ocean. How? Why I care? Right? So this is the cause. So therefore, you watch out your desires. Prabhupada already described so much right now that that's why we have to focus on our desire. Wherever situation you are in, you evaluate. What is my desire right now? What I'm thinking? What I'm trying to get in next 5-10 years? And where it will take me? And is that the goal of my life? Is that what I want to be? And then even if your answer is yes, that's what I want to be, the ultimate question should be, does that give me peace? Does that give me satisfaction? Does that give me contempt? Because ultimately, if you're not peaceful, you cannot be happy. Because ultimately, you're asking happiness. Can this give me happiness? Every goal, anyone, whether you're bhakta, non-bhakta, everybody is trying to get happy, 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 happy. But before happy, you need to be peaceful. To be peaceful, you need to be asking question that what I'm doing, is it what I want? Because if there is disalignment or misalignment between your goal and your ultimate goal and your activity, it will never get right result out of it, right? So remember, you can never be able to fulfill all your desires, right? So therefore, don't rush behind it. Put your brake, watch out, redefine, readjust, like Google Map readjusts, right? You can readjust the path. Maybe the path is problem, maybe the goal is a problem, maybe something else. And that's why we need a spiritual master who sets your goal. Okay, here is a goal, here is a means, here is a process, here is what you do. You follow, go ahead, you'll get the result. Why? Because he will show by example. Here is the example. I have done it. People have done it. It's not just a mythology. It's by proof. Here, Prahlad Maharaj did it. So many devotees daily doing it. Okay, so you get that. Okay, I now I have a goal. I have a means. I have a guide. I have a mentor. I have a book. And right now you have everything, right? So don't ignore all these things. This is very precious in life. Everything else is secondary, because even if you don't do anything, that will happen. There is somebody will do it. Okay. But this one will never do, no one can do it for you. You have to do yourself. Your bhakti, you will do. Your husband, your kids, your wife, your family, your employees, nobody can do it for you. Okay. So last two sloka, and then we'll end in the session. Done. Who wants to? You can read all two, and then we'll conclude this.
If it is okay, I'll read, Prabhuji.
Can
Okay,
I read,
Mataji.
Prabhuji?
Okay, so one Hetal Mataji can read 71 and 72 Nagrani Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Vihaya kamanya sarvayukma sharati ni spruha nirmamo nirahadvara sa satnimadhigachati. A person who has given up all the desires for sense gratification, who lives free from desire, who has given up all the senses of proprietorship and is devoted to false ego, devoid of false ego, he alone can attain the real peace. To become desireless means not to desire anything for the sense gratification. In other words, desire has become Krishna conscious is actually desireless. To understand one's actual position as an eternal servitor of Krishna without falsely claiming this material body to be oneself and without falsely claiming proprietorship over anything in the world is perfect stage of Krishna consciousness. One who is situated in the perfect stage knows that because Krishna is the proprietor of everything, everything must be used for satisfaction of Krishna. Arjuna did not want to fight for his own sense satisfaction, but when he became fully Krishna conscious, he fought because Krishna wanted him to fight. For himself, there was no desire to fight, but for Krishna, the same Arjuna fought to his best ability. Real desirelessness is desire for satisfaction of Krishna, not an artificial attempt to abolish desires. The living entity cannot be desireless or senseless, but he does have to change the quality of the desire. The material desireless person certainly knows that everything belongs to Krishna, Ishwaryam idam sarvam, and therefore he does not falsely claim proprietorship over anything. This transcendental knowledge is based on self-realization, namely knowing perfectly well that every living entity is an eternal part of the part and parcel of Krishna in spiritual identity. And that the eternal position of the living entity is therefore never on the level of Krishna or greater than him. This understanding of Krishna consciousness is the basic principle of the real peace. Hare Krishna.
एषा ब्राह्मी स्थितिः अर्धनैनां प्राप्य विमुह्यति स्थितास्यामन्तकालेऽपि ब्रह्मनिर्वाणमृच्छति. That is the way of the spiritual and godly life, after attaining which a man is not bewildered. If one is thus situated even at the hour of death, one can enter into kingdom of God. But one can attain Krishna consciousness or divine life at once with a second, or may not attain such a state of life even after millions of births. It is only a matter of understanding and accepting the fact. Katvanga Maharaja attained this state of life just a few minutes before his death by surrendering into Krishna. Nirvana means ending the process of materialistic life. According to Buddhist philosophy, there is only void after the completion of material life, but Bhagavad Gita teaches differently. Actual life begins after the completion of material life. For the gross materialist, it is sufficient to know that one has to end the materialistic way of life. But for persons who are spiritually advanced, there is another life after materialistic life. Before this life, if one fortunately becomes Krishna conscious, he at once attains the stage of Brahma Nirvana. There is no difference between the kingdom of God and the devotional service of the Lord. Since both of them are on the absolute plane, to be engaged in the transcendental loving service of Lord is to have attained the spiritual kingdom. In the material world, there are activities of self-gratification, whereas in the spiritual world, there are activities of Krishna consciousness. Attainment of Krishna consciousness even during this life is immediately attainment of Brahman. And one who is situated in Krishna consciousness has certainly already entered into kingdom of God. Brahman is just the opposite of matter. Therefore, Brahmistiti means not on the platform of material activities. Devotional service of Lord is accepted in the Bhagavad Gita as the liberated sage. Sagunan Samatyathain Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. Therefore, Brahma Sthiti is liberation from material bondage. Srila Bhakti Vinodha Thakura has summarized this second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita as being the contents of the whole text. In Bhagavad Gita, the subject matters are Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. In the second chapter, Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga have been clearly discussed, and a glimpse of Bhakti Yoga has also been given as the contents of the complete text. Thus, end the Bhakti Vedanta purport to the second chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of its contents. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, you saw that it perfectly now summarizing Krishna is closing. A person who has given up all desires for sense gratification. So you have to give up desires for sense gratification. But you may have all the desires to serve the Krishna, right? Who lives free from desire, who has given up all sense of proprietorship and is devoid of false ego, can alone attain real peace. So we have to work on all this. Like, okay, what are my desires? What I'm looking for, right? And then you can just transform your desire. You don't have to stop desiring. You desire everything, like here Prabhupada is describing. Arjuna don't wanted to fight for his desire. He don't wanted to fight because he don't wanted to kill. But when he worked for Krishna's desire, then he was ready to do everything. So that's the only, you have to transform your desire. You don't have to stop it. And then last, Krishna is closing that here is the way of, people ask, right, what should be the way of a spiritual life? Right? A godly life. Here's the way. Krishna is saying that is the way of spiritual life. Right? That you can see, you remember Sloka 5.29, right? Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. Who is your greatest well-wishing friend? Who is proprietor of everything? Who is Sarvaloka Maheshwaram? Right? And then you can get peace, and with a peaceful mind, then you can do your bhakti. Otherwise, there is no bhakti. It's just show of bhakti. Because if I'm not clear what is my goal, where I want to go, who is the God, who is proprietor, who is my friend, where my desires are going, what I'm doing, then it's all chaos. And, I'm doing this, that, sometime this, sometime that. This is just trying to find some sense gratification everywhere, where I can get position, power, money, fame, respect. Then I'm just trying to find, even if you're in Krishna consciousness, it's very hard. It's very difficult life. Then I'm criticizing everyone, saying this is bad, that is bad, this is not good. Don't like that person, this person. There's so much going on, right? So even people who are old, so here Krishna is saying, even at the hour of death, suppose if somebody is about to die, they don't have time, right? They're just ready to now finish the body. Krishna is saying, even if at that moment, if you can remember this, that, oh, Krishna is God, you're good, you're done, your mission is achieved, because that's what we are preparing for. Final exam is at the time of death. Katwang Maharaj story, we'll discuss next week. Katwang Maharaj was a king, and there is a whole story. We don't have time, but we'll end here. And successfully we completed chapter 2. It's the biggest chapter in Bhagavad Gita. And then next week we'll continue discussing Karma Yoga in detail. That is chapter 3. Karma Yoga. It's a lot of discussion on karmas. Okay. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Any questions, comment, announcement? I think Prabhu has something.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The
Yes,
dot
Prabhu.
exam. When we can keep the exam? 8th or 9th is okay for me. 8th or 9th of the
8th, does everyone, I mean, at least only few people are there,
Sunday
so
or
maybe you can ask them personally also. From the group, only 6-7 people join, right? So the people who are not joining the call, I don't think we should consider them for any exam. Okay, I know some people just give exam, so they are not right people. So 8 people, you can just send us a kind of announcement message and give them option. Maybe
Guruji,
Hetal.
As
Yes.
it is big chapter, it's better to have some time.
Questions are very limited and very basic, Mataji. You don't have to, yeah, very limited.
Prabhuji?
Four questions.
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
I have not given first exam. So can I give
So
now?
I will arrange. Yes, Mataji, I will arrange for you.
Yes, Kaustubh
Mataji, I
Prabhu.
will.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Kaustubh Prabhuji. 8th is Sunday. So Sunday, what
Yes.
time are you planning?
Same 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. in the
Evening 7.
Yes,
Okay. And Monday, what time?
8 o'clock will be okay.
Okay.
So we will
Guruji,
keep
I am
only
out
one
of
day this
station
time.
and I have not given first exam. Can I give first exam now?
Yes, tomorrow if you want to give, I can arrange for you tomorrow also. Tomorrow is Sunday. Yes.
Not tomorrow. I'm going somewhere. Any other day, if you
When
feel
you
like.
will be returning, Mataji?
Tuesday or like that.
Yes, Tuesday will be okay.
So you tell me when should I be ready? I'll be ready at that time. I will read and ready.
Tuesday, 8 o'clock.
Similar
morning.
open book
In the evening.
exams, no, as it was last chapter.
Yes,
Okay.
Only first chapter, no?
only first chapter. Open. book.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. Tuesday, 8 o'clock.
Yes, okay.
So, do we, sorry, do we put a poll or is it okay? We can just take a confirmation now what time who will be coming.
We can take confirmation rather than taking poll.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll
I will
take
write
Because
down.
we are giving at least 8 to 10 days no, from now. So we will just declare the date.
Next Tuesday it will be.
For the second chapter. For first
Okay.
chapter, Mataji, you want to appear this Tuesday, no?
No,
What
you
are
can.
planning?
I can get any time. Don't.
Okay, this Tuesday I will arrange for you.
Okay. After not at 8 o'clock. After 9 also I can give. Not in the
Okay.
morning only.
8 o'clock at night, I said, in the evening.
Okay. That
8
that
o'clock
is
in
okay.
the evening.
Yes, that is okay. Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay, I will read it.
Hetal
Thank you.
Mataji, you please remind me and to the Mataji also
Okay.
about the exam on that
Fine.
Tuesday.
I was not here, so that's why I was not able to give. So, okay. Thank you.
And the second chapter exam
Okay.
we will conduct on next Monday, Sunday, Monday or Tuesday. Any one day you can decide. At around 8 o'clock will be okay for me. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 8th, 9th or 10th of December. Any one of that day. Prabhuji, I was thinking that to give the paper one day earlier to them. What is your
Yeah,
opinion?
that's it. That's good. Yeah, can give.
One day earlier, I will give the question
Yes.
paper and they will write within that stipulated time only, but a day after.
Okay.
So the qualities of answer will be better this time.
Okay. Yeah.
Or at least on the same morning, if not
Yeah.
one day prior. On the
If
same morning, I can give the paper and
you can
same
do one
evening
day
they will
prayer,
write.
let them, people going through so many things in life, so they may not have time immediately.
Okay. One day
So-
prior, 24 hours early.
And if
So,
somebody finding hard, they can watch YouTube also. You can say somebody attended 1 or 2 sessions in last 4 or 5 weeks. You can just tell them we have recording on YouTube. You can just go and
Prabhuji,
watch
have you
it.
seen those evaluated?
No, Prabhu, my health is kind of down. I'm finding hard to focus.
Viral fever.
La- yeah, it's cough. It's cold now here, so it's something going on.
Some
But
of the
I'll do it.
Matajis have done very well in the exams.
Wow,
Only one
wonderful.
or two have not done.
Yeah,
But I
I
have
know.
given them around 20 marks
How to,
grace.
you have to write the exam and send to paper
Yes.
to you.
Photo.
You will
Yeah,
have to send
photo.
photo.
Pictures.
Or
Yeah,
if your typing is good, then you can type in the
No,
Microsoft
I
Word,
can't. I
or
can't
you
type.
can
I
write.
can't. I can't
Then
type.
you can write. You can write
And send it to you.
Yeah,
Yes.
Kostu
on
Prabhu.
the email.
There is an email. He'll send you, Mataji, all the detail. Prabhu will send you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then you can
Thank you.
do as required.
Hare Krishna
So
Prabhuji. One question. So this time it's going to be, last time we did online, wherein we always sitting together and typing. So this time it won't be
Yes.
like that.
It will be online only, but I will disclose the paper earlier,
Okay.
one day
But then
earlier.
answer you will write while on the call, so that
Okay.
you have to do that in that time, and immediately you send a picture, so that it's not as somebody got written by someone and then bring it and then just do it.
Other person can write and send. That can
Yeah,
happen.
so that way they know that at least you are there. Is a person, not a chatbot.
So what
Hey,
is better
Google.
for you? Microsoft Word is better for you, or handwritten is better?
Microsoft Word,
Okay.
because I can evaluate there only and write
better.
my evaluation there. In the photo picture, I cannot write anything.
Fine. Okay. So Tuesday we'll meet then.
So better you say date, which is like I think gonna be 10 or 11, right, Prabhu?
8th, 9th, or 10th.
8th, 9th or 10th December for chapter 2.
10th December.
Chapter 1 for Kamini Mataji will be next week, Tuesday at 8 p.m., which is
Yes, this
4th.
coming Tuesday.
Yeah.
3rd or 4th. 3rd it is, I think. 3rd.
Okay.
Paper will be sent before
For
that,
coming.
no?
Yeah, you'll get paper.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So we finished chapter 2. Many congratulations. We'll switch on to chapter 3, Karma Yoga. And I'm very happy. We are doing very nice. All of you attending, at least I see at least 60%, 70% time people come. So I know some of the people joined also the Gita Marathon call we had yesterday. So you're learning Bhagavad Gita, your job is also to give others. And I know you will say, I don't know, I cannot say anything. I'm still learning. Oh yeah, I know that. But then you can give the book. Prabhupada is teaching. So you give the book to maximum people, Bhagavad Gita as it is. Okay. So I know some of the, Hetal Mataji joined the call. And some of you may be doing local temple if you're like serving wherever with someone. Continue doing that. You should do that locally. But if you are inspired and want to help us also virtually, then you can pledge a number for a year. So we are targeting asking people to pledge that in a year, how many you can give to others or get others to sponsor for you. So it's not that you have to give physically book Gita, but you can ask your friend, your relative, your well-wisher, your office, if they want to sponsor Bhagavad Gita for distributing to the underprivileged, or or supporting people who want to distribute. That's the propaganda here. Okay. So you can preach, because Prabhupada once, he was on airport and he was 79-year-old, just 1 year before he departed. And then a reporter asked Prabhupada, what will happen to ISKCON when you die? Because you're going to die. You look very old now. You're sick. You're going to die. So what will happen to ISKCON? This is 1976 in United States. He was here and asked them, Prabhupada, what will happen when you die? And he said, he was silent and he said,
I'll never die.
I will never die until my books are being distributed and read. And it is true. Right now, you can feel Prabhupada because when you read these realizations, which you will find in nowhere in the world, you open any Bhagavad Gita of the world, any big person, you will not find these realizations. I can give you stamp paper writing. And it is why? Because somebody printed those books. Somebody is just putting on you. Somebody gave me book. I became devotee. I got initiation from my Guru Maharaj. I got inspired to preach this Bhagavad Gita. And then I reach out somehow to you and you connected. You see? Why? Because I read Bhagavad Gita somewhere. Somebody gave me for free. Actually, a brahmachari gave me for free because I was so miser not to spend 100 rupees. And he gave me free. He said, okay, I was in youth forum in Kharghar. He gave me this small Bhagavad Gita, English. And then I didn't read for a year or two. I just kept myself, just. And then at some point I thought, when I distressed, I wanted to just open and see what it is. And I started reading. So you never know. Don't underestimate the power of these books. These books are very powerful. Very powerful. Very powerful. You can't imagine even. It can change the life of people who read even just a one page, Prabhupada said. If somebody just reads one sentence of this book, can change the life. And Prabhupada said up to the point, even if they don't read, just touch the book. Just touch the book. It will change their life. At least in next life, they will be born human. Okay. Even if they are sinful, if they touch the book, touch the Bhagavad Gita, they will be born human. Why don't do this? Right? Why don't we do this? And you don't have to put your money. People are spending lakhs of rupees for gift, for so many things. They have a marriage, they have something going on. You just don't personally beg them, request them. That's it. And Krishna is pleased. And he say, please do this if you can. Please help. And you won't believe it. Even the person who is the most conjuice will also do it somehow because Krishna is sitting in their heart and he'll inspire. Okay, let's do it. Okay. So Gita Jayanti is coming. This is a wonderful December, January is a good mood. People are in holiday mood, Christmas, New Year, holiday. People are happy, like they want to do it. But we don't have to be now silent because you are learning, you are getting benefit. Please, I'm begging you, not for my own personal benefit, but you don't know, with your small phone call, a small sharing experience and asking them, inspiring them, will help them. And because of them, they will help 100 more people because the books will go to someone who will read, right? So everybody, and you are not harming anyone. It's not that you're asking money to do some kind of nonsense or buy a gun and kill someone. This is a Bhagavad Gita. It's not asking money to, to take their money, and you're not asking their whole earning. It's just few thousand rupees, You're not asking, give me a whole property. Okay, you give it to me. No, you're just asking 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 rupees. People spend anyways, right? So don't hesitate. And you are all a good ambassador. You can do this because in your contact, still so many people don't know about all this. They may have some Bhagavad Gita, but they don't have this one for sure. They may have Gita Press. They may have so many other what Prabhupada called rascals Bhagavad Gita. The people have put their own interpretation in it, and they also don't read that. Also, they have that put in our red cloth, put it somewhere on the shelf. Respect, but not opening you. Okay, please be silent. Sit there. I'm sorry, I don't have time for Bhagavad Gita. So request them that if you see that you have the little piety, little nice people, request them that even if you have it, can you help us to distribute more? There are people who need it. And you anyways spend 1,000 of rupees, please give some money for distribution. And if they want to learn, we are going to launch a crash course on Bhagavad Gita for 5 days. So 5 days we will discuss basics of Bhagavad Gita. So I'm going to create a flyer where it will be, book distribution detail, like how you can sponsor, where it goes, where to pay. And then the second page would be what the courses they can join for free or a minor donation like 250 rupees or something. I don't want to give it now free because people don't value it. The moment you make it free, people think it's cheap and it's useless. So we will ask them at least 500 rupees for the course, or two. If they take Bhagavad Gita, then half price of the course, like 250 rupees. So they can get a Bhagavad Gita, and also they can learn in January only for 5 days. They can learn basics, and if they want to study more, then they come to degree course and learn in detail, or go for a full certificate course, which is 18 days course. So we are trying our best, and I'm requesting all of you. I know all of you already we have done, or you want to do it. You do locally. So if you are doing locally in your temple, wherever you are, please do them. Do it separately now. Give it to them, whatever do it. Don't mix it. It's not that you go to them and then you try to get money here. No, never do that. Okay, devotees won't be happy. So if you're not connected anywhere, you come with us. You pledge amount, a number of Bhagavad Gita. I will get this sponsored, or I will get it distributed. That's take a number task, and you can do it. And you pray to Prabhupada, please, or Krishna, please give me inspiration, ways, directions, how I can do this number. And then if you meditate every day, just like in your puja you do, Krishna will inspire you. And we will, of course, support you for next 1 month, 1.5 month, how to get it. Is that okay with everyone?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So
Prabhuji,
some of you,
Krishna
yes.
yeah, ISKCON Bangladesh.
I'm sorry, I
them
cannot hear you. Sorry.
Yeah, Bangladesh or somewhere they have killed a devotee from I mean Krishnadas Prabhuji from ISKCON, it seems. Really, I felt so bad.
Oh, the one that was got arrested.
Yes,
They
after
kind
this,
of killed him.
yeah.
No. I think that's
No,
fake
no.
news.
His advocate was killed.
Okay.
His advocate
Killed.
was
The
Okay.
lawyer.
Okay.
So first of all, that Krishna Das is not from ISKCON. Okay.
Oh,
ISKCON has clarified it is from some other sampradaya, but he is a monk. He's a monk, so ISKCON supported. I was just clarifying that Krishna Das is not from ISKCON's member. Okay, it's clarified already.
okay.
It was from other sampradaya, but ISKCON is supporting the protest that, and he's asking him to release because he is a good person. So on, of course, whole Hindu, he is representing whole Hindu community there. So he's not killed. His lawyer is killed, as Prabhu said, and don't worry. You know, this Gita was spoken in Kurukshetra, right? Yes, Hetal Mataji, you can leave. Yeah, Kurukshetra. It was war. We are in war. You know what you can do. Some soldiers will die,
Yeah.
but Krishna will take care. Don't worry, Krishna will take care. Nobody above Krishna. He says, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, right? I am the owner of everything. Doesn't matter whether somebody Muslim, Hindu, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Karachi, who cares? Krishna can do anything. You know, Krishna can go and clean on other planetary systems. Who cares? Brahma is bowing down, right? So don't worry. You know, Krishna is powerful. Yeah. But we should do our job, because we should not be just sitting down and doing nothing, right? So our job, what we can do, we are not violent people. We are peaceful.
Yes.
So we can give Bhagavad Gita message, positive message, you know. Why to give negative? And that's why, first of all, start with your relative. Reach out, ask them, friends, you know, society, people around. So I think some people pledged for it. Nagrani Mata, yesterday you didn't join, right? That call couldn't join it, right?
No, Prabhuji, I didn't join.
So I need your number from you.
Here also, ISKCON temple, I have donated some of them. And for food and for
that is separate.
puja.
That is separate.
For,
that you do it.
Yeah.
That is separate,
For,
right? I told
Bhagavad
clearly,
Gita.
right?
Yeah.
So what I'm asking here is for the program you connected
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you give your money directly. You can ask other friends, relatives to sponsor
Okay.
because they know you. If you ask them, they will do it for you.
Yeah, sure.
And I go and they don't know me, they will not even listen to me because and nowadays so much fraud. People call on the phone, ask things. So it's not good. But if you ask, you know that I know this person, they are doing, I'll create a flyer. Then you reach out that, hey, this is the verified, I know, nothing wrong. You do it. And then they will do it. It doesn't
Okay.
take anything of it's just your well wishing, reaching out. And then you can explain them Bhagavad Gita, what it is, why it is good one. Even if you have old one, this is more better. I have experience, I have seen it. So it's like more of a friendly conversation. Everybody calls on New Year people, right? Like, okay, New Year, let's talk to our friends. Then you can just say, oh, this is new thing. I have done it. You should do
So
it.
that flyer, I'll share it in our MSc group is there.
Yeah.
I'll share with them
So
so that
so what I'm asking, it is not a passive sharing. Then you have to reach out and call some of
yeah,
them people
call them as well.
and then chat about it. Okay, how are you doing? What's going on? I just wanted to share this experience, this, and we'll train you. So
Okay,
I have asked everyone, and everyone, almost no one did more less than 51 Bhagavad Gita, or everyone is doing 51. So I'll put 51 for you. It has to be done by end of January. End of January, and it is doable. 5
Okay.
Bhagavad Gita is anybody can do 5, 10, and even if you get 10 people, you can do 100, right?
Okay.
So the power of and especially virtually, there is so many people who may not be even they want to do it, but they cannot do it. They don't know whom to give, what to do, right? Especially Gita Jayanti is 11th December. So Gita Jayanti day is the best day to call, that you can remind, oh, today is Gita Jayanti, and they won't know today is Gita Jayanti. It's Ekadasi. So if they are pious, they do Ekadasi, that's a Gita Jayanti. That's the day Gita was spoken in Kurukshetra. So you can give little background and inspire them. Oh, today is the good day. The best charity you can give is the knowledge in today's world, not the cloth, gold, money. No, knowledge, and knowledge is Bhagavad Gita, right? It's a Rajavidya Rajaguhyam Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. Rajavidya. It's the most confidential knowledge and the most exalted, right? And it is not that we are glorifying. Sankaracharya is saying a lot of Sankaracharya's Gita Mahatma. If you read, you'll be like, wow, this is like anything, right? So inspire such people to do good. They are already doing so many things. Why don't do
Yeah,
this one?
higher Prabhuji. How to
Yes.
do it?
Yes, please do it. And you will feel so much satisfaction. I'm telling you. Even if they do it just because you said, you'll be so happy. Oh, they did. They listened to me. Your friendship will increase, actually. Oh. And then invite them to join the course, like the 5-day course, just 5 day. They can come and learn. We are not just asking you do it, but you come and learn more. And kind of, there are kids, there so many people can learn so many things, right? So yeah, we should not hide away from doing good things, because that's why the bad people flourish, because we sleep, we don't do good things. So then they have a space to do all bad, everything they can do, right?
Yes,
So please, I request, and you should also request your friends. If you know someone who is good, who is very pious, inspire them. Why don't let's do this together? I have this target. Let's make it double. Let's do it together, right? You
Yes,
need
sir.
help? We are here. We'll support you. We'll find all the resources. How you get the book, what language you want, how you inspire, how you communicate, how you inform, everything, right? So please, I'll beg everyone on the behalf of Srila Prabhupada and all Vaishnavacharyas, because when this Bhagavad Gita goes to someone's house, last point I'm saying and then close it. When this Bhagavad Gita goes to someone's house, you know what is going? First, Krishna is going. Okay? Arjuna is going. Because this is conversation between Krishna and Arjuna. And Krishna is not different than name Krishna. He's absolute. Right? Krishna went, Arjuna went. Now what else you want? Now you want more. Whole Acharya, Vaishnava Parampara goes. starting with Chaitanya Brahma, from Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampradaya, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to Bhakti Vinod Thakur, to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, to Prabhupada. It's this Bhagavad Gita as it is a summary study of everything anywhere in the world. And now you're a Vaishnava because you're telling them, you're sending Bhagavad Gita. So this is very powerful book. And if you want to know how much impact it has, I'll share a PDF which has the stories of people reading or taking Bhagavad Gita. There are like almost 400 stories compiled by Vijaya Prabhu, Vijaya Das, who is the Minister of Book Distribution in worldwide.
Prabhuji, you are not audible.
Prabhuji, you are muted.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So it was interrupted.
Yes.
So can you hear me now?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Sorry,
Yes,
I was saying there is no reason for not doing it. Please, I beg you, use all the resources. Use your intelligence how you can do it. Your goal is to give Bhagavad Gita or get Bhagavad Gita given to someone else by getting their Lakshmi to sponsor it. Okay, if they don't want it, okay, can you help others to get it? That's the goal. Now you're intelligent. You're all grown up, young, responsible people. You know how to do it. Okay. So please, don't become miser, don't become lazy, don't become shy. Come out. You'll experience bliss. We'll have end of the January meeting and we'll have a full yagna, live yagna, not just we will organize the Gita fire, like Gita yagna at the end of marathon, and we pray for all the families who sponsored. We pray for all of them and that yagna. So it's very nice program. Please inspire everyone, whomever you meet, inspire them, help them, right, with the good thing. All right. So we'll end here. I'm sorry I took 20 minutes for extra for marathon, but this is my job. So please tolerate that for me. And we'll end here. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully next class my health will be better. No more coughing. Hopefully Krishna desires. So we'll have more better presentation. All right, so we'll pray to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj and all the Vaishnavas and Krishna to empower us to distribute maximum number of Bhagavad Gita, but at least our pledged amount, and continue reading Bhagavad Gita, distributing this knowledge to everyone in the world, right? So with that, we'll pray Vaishnava Pranam Mantra and then we'll end the session. Vancha kalptaruvasya cha kripa sindhiveva cha patitanam pavanevyo Vaishnavyo namo namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.